Hey traders, good evening. This is Terry from HarmonicForex. So if this is the first time you're here at our website, so I'm the guy on the left in the grey suit, just this guy here. So who are we? We are an awesome education firm that specializes in forex trading. So these are some of the partners we work with. Just a very brief introduction. Agenda for today is that as you guys know, the last 2 days in the stock market, the market has been falling like crazy. So I just want to share with all of you what my thoughts are, and also to cover a few currency pairs that is about to have some very very solid setups. So bear with me over the next 10 to 15 minutes. I will be sharing all my experience that I have trading the market for about 10 years now. So first up, I want to look at a few indices. Okay, the first one I'm going to cover is the Nasdaq 100. This is the US Technology Index. So as you can see, we are looking at the Nasdaq weekly chart. The weekly chart is one of the strongest indicator to predict market tops and bottom. So if you combine it with simple trend lines, you combine a weekly chart analysis by drawing simple trend line, it tells a lot about how the market is going to move and whether it's weak or is it strong. So as you can see, the Nasdaq as of last Friday close, it broke below a very very significant support trend line. What this suggests in the days ahead is that the market is likely to go further south. Of course, there will be non-believers, trying to catch bottom around the 4-1 range, the previous support resistance zone around here. Let me map it out for you to see. So they'll be thinking, yeah, this was the previous resistance. Yeah, this was the previous support, So market is going to bounce off here for sure, but as you can see, it has broken through these horizontal levels as well as the slanting support trend line. The very next critical support that you should be watching is really this 3007 zone, which might even happen tonight when the US market opens. So the whole idea is that if you are holding a lot of US technology stocks, like Facebook, Apple, do not be surprised if you see these stocks going further south, dropping further in the next weeks to months. US, the key idea is that in September, you have interest rate decisions. That's a very very big piece of news. One of the biggest in the year, that's coming up in September. So there's also the US election. So these are the key events that you must really watch. You will not be surprised to see the market, finally correcting after so many weeks and months of bull trend. Okay, a nicer gauge is to look at another way to look at the US market is look at the Dow, which is comprises of a more diversified portfolio of companies. So for the Dow weekly chart, the same thing happened. This year, the Dow corrected from a high of 6,005 all the way to last Friday close of 5,009. It did give us some warning back in July that it has broken the trend line, did a retest, and is finally dropping. So next key support zone, please watch the zone around 5,007. It's likely to hit in the next few days, I guess. If you guys are holding stocks long term, consider taking some profits off the table. Do not buy until the valuation is cheap and there are clear reversal signs, at least in the chart. For us, we are mainly technical traders, so we believe that all the details of the market, all the information is reflected in the charts. So whether it's China leading the global markets down or the US going to lead the global markets down, the most important is that whether you are making or losing money. So if you had a great run all the way back from 2009, 2010 until today, cash in on some of your profits, be patient, wait until the prices are cheap enough before looking to get back into the market. Alright, last but not least, just want to cover also the China index. This is one hell of a ride. 25% drop since April. A lot of investors are burned very, very badly. And recently the yuan, the government decided to devalue the yuan, hopefully to increase some activity on the exports, I guess. But nothing's really working. The biggest news that I read was because the results, the GDP, the whole overall economy of China is not actually growing. The forecast was maybe 4 to 5%, but the results came out at around 0. So China itself is a very tricky market. This fall here, just let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so it's currently close to some critical support level, but I will not be surprised to see the price dropping further. And even if it reaches a 2,400 level, it might not really be time to buy it. Just be patient. China is really a tricky market that I have not been following for quite some time, But looking at the charts, the bears are definitely in control, and just be careful if you're trying to buy, on a discount. Today I was watching the market in the afternoon, and what I saw was that the market actually dropped a further 4% today. So China is not an easy market to trade. Okay, enough of the indices. Now what I want to cover is the currency, which is my favorite. So I screened through all the different currencies, and what I realized is that the yen is currently one of the strongest currency out there. The dollar yen, it dropped 3 consecutive days. It fell more than 400 pips, and what you can see is potentially a double top pattern, which has already completed. You might complete end of the day today. This is the dollar yen daily chart. So once you see this pattern, this candle close below this support zone, I will not be surprised to see the dollar yen coming down much further. No clear zones. Most immediate one is the 115, which is 500 pips away from here, and the next critical level is the 105, which is 1,500 pips away from here. So dollar yen traders, if you have made your money, the USD news might not be good. It might lead to a bigger fall in the dollar, and dollar yen might actually drop maybe 1,500 pips away down from here. So just be prudent, be patient. In times of confusion or uncertainty, it's definitely fine to stay away from the market. Conserve your bullets and only go when you are confident. Next currency I'm going to cover is the euro against the USD. As you can see, 4 straight days of bullish movement. And the way the market move, the velocity, the speed and the angle of the movement, it tells me that something is going to happen in Europe. There's no big major news the last few days, but the market has been moving up furiously. My guess, based on my experience, is that there will be big news coming out in Euro. And these insiders, they already know something, and it has already started to move. So interesting level to watch is this 11478 level. Just put it 115 if you just want to be less precise about it. So if the market manages to close above this 115 level, so this is what I want it to happen. If it does close above, let it float nicely above. Pray for a retracement down into this zone, and Euro is officially on a medium to short term uptrend. What's the potential? Zooming out, put some lines in it. This is a level worth watching, which is 2012 low. So 1.22 is the next critical level that you should watch for the Euro. If you go out to the monthly chart, this is another level that a lot of traders are watching. So just use this trend line as a guidance. Even if it hits 1.3, I will not be surprised. So euro is a very, very interesting pair that could potentially make you a lot of money in the next few months. I already have my longs in, and I'm looking to ride it to, at least 122 if I can manage to tahan and don't take profit off the table. Okay, last but not least, before I finish off, interesting pair to watch is for Singaporeans especially, is the dollar Sing. So as you can see, the dollar is weakening against the yen, but the dollar is strengthening against the Sing dollar. Most of the Asian currencies are really, really in bad shape. Ringgit as of today, it has fallen. No, yes, it's above 3:1 Sing dollar now. So if you want me to rank the currencies strength, in terms of 1, 2, 3, the dollar yen is definitely my number one pick. The yen is the strongest currency today, the only Asian currency which is very, very strong. Fundamental reasons, I'm not sure. Number 2, it has to be the euro. And last but not least, the Swiss franc, very, very strong too. So these are currencies that people like to hide in times of crisis. Yep. So before I finish off, just want to talk about the where was I? Yeah, dollar yen. So even though the dollar is weakening today against the euro, against the sterling, but it's likely that the Sing dollar will continue to devalue against the dollar, and you should see the dollar Sing going much further north. How far can the dollar Sing go? This is the next key level to watch. It might potentially go back to 1.5. How long it will take, I'm not sure. It might take weeks, months, or even 1 year. But just be careful about shorting the US dollar against the Sing. Be buyers instead of sellers. Now the trend is very clear, it's going up. Patterns, it keeps repeating itself again and again and again. For every major reversal to happen, there has to be long periods of consolidation. Just look at the dollar Sing from 2011 to 2004. Consolidation happened about 3 years before it finally moved up. So for the euro dollar, to reiterate what I've just said, this isn't long enough of a consolidation to be a very major reversal. So what I'm thinking about the euro against the USD is that it's gonna be just a short to mid-term reversal, with price potentially challenging 1.22 or even 1.3. It's possible, but until this major trend line on the weekly chart is broken, euro is still officially on a downtrend. Okay, that's about it for this week's market analysis. We will be updating you guys via our HSS Signal subscription. We know we had not a good month this past 2 weeks because of these major trend changes, but just stay with us. We are what we want to achieve is to ensure that you get the most accurate information that comes straight from our heart. Rest assured that these signals that you're losing money on, it's happening to us too. Okay, we have an upcoming forex seminar tomorrow at IGMarkets. So if you are free, just consider coming down. My partner Boon Hui, the guy on the right here, will be covering a lot of these indices and some potential cipher and harmonic setups that's gonna happen in the next few days. So if you like us, if you like what you hear from me, if you like what we are showing you guys on a week-to-week basis, join us tomorrow. There will be also exclusive promotions that's only available for attendees tomorrow. So IG Market 7 p.m. I'll see you guys there.